I used to play the trap spot, propped on the block like I was part of the backdrop. Now it's scale, props, effects, and backdrops. The right lighting, you never catch me biting. Say you make it look so real when you pose the figures fighting. I caught lightning, stuck it in the detour. Replicate epic scenes from the Creed War. Compose pieces with artists that span the globe. Fearsome foes, Spidey in the picture perfect pose. Insert the comic book cutout to shoot a show. Oh, you ain't know? Yo, everybody know me. I made nerds cool, cool nerd like my man Zobi. Took the everyday display, gave it a spark. Welcome to articulated comic book art.
That's crispy.
Hello YouTube. Haven't picked up a camera in like a week. Just doing some cleaning, fixing up my soda shelf. I don't know if you can really see up there, but I was just straightening up stuff a bit. Oh, I got this kind of late on this, but SH Figure Arts Vegeta. I didn't pre-order this figure, so it was cool. I didn't pre-order it, so I had to actually go to the store and actually pick it up when they came in. I usually pre-order it, but the store that I normally get pre-orders from, they pretty good. At least for a week after a popular thing comes out, you could still grab it on the shelf. So I was able to do that the other day. Trying to work on a couple of things at once. Want to get this tournament video done. Some Fing Fang Foom action here. Get knocked up against the wall. I try to get this Iron Man in there for the punch, cutouts, all that good stuff. Get some photos. I want to get a photo of this to promote a Instagram contest that we're gonna have running in another week. And I'm pressed for time. I got about 30 minutes to get this situated. Any other internet provider. Trying to set up this shot here to get this shot for the contest that we doing on Instagram. This will be like the sample pic with the rules and everything on it. Just trying to get this down pat, get the lighting right and the posing and the positioning, and must have took like 100 shots already. Still working. Alright, so I think that's working. Shot a video for the Iron Man and War Machine figures from Figure Arts, and I realized that the video was blurry. My camera wasn't even focused in on the whole damn video. So I'm ranting and raving about how nice the figures look, and you can't really see how nice they look. So hopefully this is working now. I'm trying to get back and get this filming done for this week so I can get a main course in. Messing around with the Joes here. I actually just opened this Cobra Commander and Destro and the Bat back there. I had these on ice for a long time. Just wanted to get some shots with them. Thought this looked pretty cool. So moving right along. So SH Figure Arts, Iron Man and War Machine. Probably my favorite two figures that I purchased so far in 2013. Probably my favorite two figures in 2013, man. They came out really, really nice. And I don't think they as flimsy. I wouldn't say flimsy. That's a bad word. I feel like some of the other SH Figure Arts are kind of delicate. I feel like the DBZ figures are a little delicate. None of them have broken on me, but I feel like these seem like they're a little more durable. They have some weight to them. And they just really, really nice looking figures. I'm really, really looking forward to SH Figure Arts producing some comic accurate versions of Marvel characters. I really hope they do that. Alright, so we just got news of the San Diego Comic-Con exclusive for 2013. It's going to be a Thunderbolts box set. Maybe I'll have a picture of that. So I'll pause here for a minute. So that's looking pretty good. Pretty excited about that. Gonna finally get a modern Luke Cage, and we'll get that Moonstone with that new proposed female body mold. Although I've been saying this for months and months, unfortunately that mold does not have an ab crunch. But what you gonna do? I think it's a real nice move from Hasbro. Something that they haven't done before. They've never done a box set with 5 figures in it. That's something that we have gotten in the past with Toy Biz, but this is the first time Hasbro has done something like that. So kudos to them for stepping outside the box a little bit. And the Wave 3 of 2013, I think that's what it is up for pre-order in stores. So that we should be completing our wrecking crew and getting a little bit closer to Hood's gang. We'll never probably complete the full gang, but we could get some key members, so that'd be nice to complete that. I still haven't even pre-ordered that. I actually haven't even finished the Iron manga yet. I'm really just in no hurry. I just really don't like any of those figures, and I'm just procrastinating about finishing up that Iron manga. And that's pretty much what's going on. So it's been a pretty exciting 24 hours. Everybody's anticipating this box set and trying to make moves to try to get it. And if they're not going to SDCC, they're trying to hook up with somebody who is, so they could try to get that set on deck. I'm pretty sure I'll have it. Probably have it that Friday or Saturday. Alright, so I took another break from recording for this week, for this episode. I mean, these shots is spanning over quite a few weeks. I guess a few weeks, 3 weeks. But I didn't feel like taking any shots for the past couple of days. As most of you know, we lost another member of the community. So I just want to take a brief moment to give a rest in power to the brother Ryan Dickinson, aka Ogun Ryu. He's a person who I featured in that side dish video that was basically showcasing this Dio that I have a Warpath and Wolverine sitting in front of. He was an amazing artist, just phenomenal artist, a phenomenal craftsman, really intelligent guy, extremely talented. But you know, he has some demons with him, and unfortunately he took his own life about a week ago on Tuesday, June the 4th. 2013. So his father actually had sent a message to the ACBA fan page and was just basically informing the community and that of his son's passing. And he said he knew that Ryan was a big part of the community, and that, you know, a lot of people enjoyed his work, and so he just wanted to let us know. And normally I don't like to say, I don't like to put it out there if somebody took their own life and that was the reason that they passed. I really hate saying that, but because his father put it out there and you know, and made that clear to everybody, then you know, I'm saying it. A lot of people hit me up and asked what happened, and I wasn't really forthright with everybody about what it was, because I just really hate that type of situation. As you know, a lot of you know, I had a close friend who took his own life a couple of years ago too, and more than anything, it made me really angry than sad. So, you know, I just want to reach out to the community real quick and just say, man, ACBA is bigger than posing and collecting. It's, you know, it's become a brotherhood. It's become a fraternity. A lot of people getting together in different cities who've met through ACBA, through the Facebook, excuse me, through the Facebook group or through YouTube and whatnot. And, you know, people in cities all over the world rocking their shirts and meeting up. And you got Kane and Elliot out in the UK. You got John Connor and Ash Rock and BD Earl and Chris out in Chicago. And Slings had joined them out in Chicago. Slings comes to every city. And then you got, you know, you got me and Ja and G and Nando and Vic and everybody out here on the East Coast. And, you know, you got Chartemis and Sentry and those guys on the West Coast and Solid. So it's a lot of little chapters of this and a lot of people that get together, and it's bigger than just collecting, man. Don't ever feel like you alone. There's always somebody that you could talk to, man. My door is always open, and you know, I'm very accessible. People hit me up in messages all the time. I kick it with people all the time about random shit, man. It doesn't even have to just be about collecting. You know, it's been many times where I've talked with Solid or Chartemis or Ja, anybody, just about regular life stuff that we going through, man. So if you need that, man, it's always somebody out there to talk to. Don't ever feel like you're alone. And once again, just rest in power, rest in peace to the brother Ogun Ryu. My condolences go out to his family. Peace. Back. Alright, so this was a FSP prize package. Well, not a prize package, but a donation for the FSP from my man Christian. Hooked it up with a Ultimate Spider-Man here. A lot of people still trying to get that. A Wing to Annihilus. I don't know what the other one is, and I don't know what possessed him to put the arms to Arnim Zola on what's this guy's name? I'm drawing a blank here. Terrax, on Terrax, but they kind of stuck in there. Hopefully I'll be able to get them out. But nonetheless, still a nice donation. That Ultimate Spidey is a nice addition to the FSP. So big thanks to Christian. Appreciate you, brother. So once again, late happy Father's Day, because by the time this comes out, Father's Day will have passed. But I will have already had a Father's Day little video up. So happy Father's Day once again to those in the community with children that's taking care of them. And we got a little Dark Avengers action. This is a little variant from what I actually put up in the video. We are waiting for that Sentry still. You know, I keep talking about it. I'm eagerly anticipating getting that Sentry. I don't know when we're gonna actually see it at retail or what the heck's going on. But once we get him, and once we get that Hawkeye in a modern outfit, that'll double as our Dark Hawkeye here for the Dark Avengers, and then we'll just need Miss Marvel Moonstone. Now we are going to get Moonstone in that Thunderbolts pack that's going to come out for Sdcc, which is right around the corner. So hopefully they will do a repaint of her at retail, and we'll get her in the Miss Marvel classic costume to go ahead and finish up the Dark Avengers right here. That would be great. Hopefully we'll get Luke Cage at retail and a more modern outfit too. Well, not that the one that they put him in is not, but that's his Thunderbolts kind of outfit. If they could just get him in some jeans and a t-shirt, that'd be dope. And I hope they fix the sizing on that head, pause. But that thing is looking crazy. But otherwise than that, the Thunderbolts set is looking great. Definitely looking forward to that. Definitely got to give the SH Figure Arts Iron Man and War Machine the official ACBA seal of approval. Let's do that real quick.
Crispy.
Just all around excellent figures, outstanding posability, the likeness to the character spot on, the fun factors through the roof. I mean, these figures are amazing. I highly recommend them. So the Wolverine Legends line just went up for pre-order, and if I'm not mistaken, my man John told me that you can only order it online. It's not going to be at retail. It's not going to be in any retail stores. And they want $20 per figure, which I think is kind of crazy. I'll show a picture of the what's supposed to be in the line real quick. Yeah, about $159.99 is what they want. I'm not sure what they're doing about the running changes, as far as having the different Cyclops and changing out Emma Frost with Rogue or vice versa. I'm not sure who's going to be out first. But the case pack, I think you get 3 and 3 and 2. I forget exactly how it's mixed up. Now I did pre-order it, but I don't know, man. I just did it just in case. Maybe somewhere else may have it cheaper, but I don't know. I don't even really know how I feel about them. I'm definitely interested in getting that Wolverine like the one you see here, but with the yellow and blue costume, and I'm definitely interested in that Cyclops. The Emma Frost, it's an improvement. Definitely from what we originally got from Hasbro, but I don't know. And I'm definitely interested in that Rogue just because of that costume. You can complete some more teams that the X-Men have had over the past couple years in the comic books. But again, like I always say, that female mold needs an ab crunch. All of their female molds. But again, I don't know about $20 per figure, man. I really don't.
What's in the back box?
Alright, so this was a package from Big Bad Toy Store. And this is the PP05P Patrol Specialist. This is the third-party Transformer here, who is basically supposed to be Ironhide, but obviously they can't put Ironhide here. Now this was the re-release of that figure. The regular figure would have come in a box like this size, because it had all the weapons and everything like that. Essentially the same weapons that come with this guy is what came with the original version of this. So it was just about me getting this figure so I can complete my core team of Autobots that are in scale with the MP10 Prime from Hasbro, from Toys R Us. So good, got that done, and looking forward to getting this Soundwave that'll be coming out shortly. And so you can see it's essentially the same figure with a couple of different add-ons and some paint scheme differences. But again, I was just trying to get this core team: Optimus, Ratchet, Ironhide, Bumblebee, and Jazz, and that's what I have, and I'll show it. So a nice little mashup here. Again, we got the Art Feather, Bumblebee, Generations Jazz. We got the Eye Gear Ratchet and Ironhide, and then the MP Optimus Prime. So similar to what we do with the Legends, a lot of us mixing Toy Biz and Hasbro Legends with Spider-Man Classics and X-Men Classics, and mixing and matching with customs and different stuff, and trying to put together that perfect team. So I think these look pretty damn good together as far as the scale. This Spike that I have right here is the one that came with Bumblebee. I feel like the Spike that came with Optimus is a little small, even though he fits into the cab perfectly. I feel like this is a little better scale with this Spike here, so that's why I got him here, kind of waving at the Autobots or seeing them off or what have you. So again, I think this looks great, and I'm not about to transform any of these in this episode. So that will take too long for me, who is a novice transformer of Transformers. So moving right along. So now that they've announced the Sdcc box set for Marvel Legends, I'm going to go ahead and say what I thought it was going to be. I've heard from two very credible sources that originally it was going to be a 3-pack with Magneto, Professor X in a hover chair, and some version of Cyclops. So I was assuming that it was going to be like 90s versions, being that it was going to be Professor in a hover chair. I was told that they may have been retooling that Magneto that they showed some years ago as part of the Fans' Choice. And then I guess they was going to give us a new 90s Jim Lee Cyclops. But then they threw everybody for a loop and just came with the Thunderbolts box set. So I assume if those things were part of the plan, or at least something that they were discussing, that we'll probably still see those things sometime this year or next year, I guess. The Professor X should be easy. I mean, they're just gonna scale up this Professor X right here in the hover chair, so that should be pretty easy for them. And then I guess they'll work out the Magneto and do Cyclops probably in that same body mold that they're using for the upcoming 2 Cyclops that's coming out in the Wolverine Legends line. So I don't know how true that was, but it seemed like that's what it was going to be. And then, like I said, out of nowhere they threw everybody for a loop with the Thunderbolts set. So we'll see how that works out. I got Professor X and Beast here with some little mind games, if you will, kind of trying to show Professor X using his telepathy and just talking with Beast over some chest, I guess. I had showed this chess set on my Instagram maybe like a month or so ago. My dad actually made this from by hand. My dad is a carpenter, and he's done like a lot of little stuff like this over the years. And I was cleaning out some stuff and found this like a month or 2 ago, and just set it up in my living room so I could play some chess. So there you have that. So I haven't actually done this at all this year for this competition, but I've done it in the past in MTIT or in main course. So I'll look at some of the entries from the tournament and just go over them on my channel in the meantime, in between time, and just kind of show you the process of how I grade and what I'm looking for when I'm grading the entries for the competition. So looking at Thomas Keynes' entry right here, or 1/18th Universe, I thought his entry was amazing all around. I thought it was just really well done. He really created the illusion here. You cannot see how he has Spider-Man up there. Really looks like he's swinging. The posing on Spider-Man is excellent. Really didn't quite understand why he had Daredevil here. I guess he kind of thought that you had to have 3 characters. I didn't really feel like Daredevil needed to be in there. I thought his cutout here could have been a little better, a little more crispy. The edges weren't as clean, but the posing on all of these figures look really, really good. And then to top it off, his explosion and his effect here is just top notch. Amazing work here all around. And I thought this was a really clean, contained, very well done set. So I have my scoring sheet right here on the side, and as I'm looking at it, I'll rewind it a couple of times and really look at every single detail and every little part of the display. And I scored him pretty well. I gave him a 9 on posing. I gave him a 10 on effects, because the effect was just so well done. I mean, it is pretty much perfect. I gave him a 10 on props and backdrop. very well contained. It looks amazing. It looks believable. And I gave him a 9 on creativity and originality, and then a 9 on cutouts, because like I said, I believe the cutout for Green Goblin could have just been a little better. So let's move on to somebody else. Taking a look at Craig Warrick's entry, whose entry I really enjoyed. This was extremely well done, very nice, contained, clean. The effects were amazing, how he had everything floating around. He pretty much only had one comic book cutout. I only counted the effect around Doctor Strange's hand as his cutout, but it was good. I think it could have been a little more vibrant as far as the yellow around it, but it was clean, it was well cut. One of my only gripes with Craig's entry was probably the posing, and you'll see that come up in a second. I actually gave him a 7 on posing, because I thought the Spider-Man figures could have been posed better. They weren't as clean as I would like to have seen them, but overall the set was just so amazing that he still did really well. This particular Spider-Man is actually posed pretty well. I'll show you what I mean when it comes up. But as far as effects is concerned, he created this illusion. I mean, you cannot tell how this is being done. It's perfect. I gave him a 10 on effects. I gave him a 10 on props and backdrop. It is clear, contained. You don't see anything outside of what he wants you to see for the display. I gave him a 10 on creativity and originality. This has never been done. We've never seen something like this done before. It was very well done. And I gave him an 8 on cutouts, because like I said, he only had the 2 cutouts, and I think it could have just been a little more vibrant. But you see here, as far as the posing, I think he could have really exaggerated these poses for Spider-Man here and really made the poses look a little bit better. They were kind of plain, just not really that dynamic, but overall the piece just looks so amazing. Like it's no way you can score this piece low. So good job to Craig. I'll look at one more right here. John Paul Martinez came out of left with something really original and really cool. I thought this was a really nice display. I scored him pretty high. I gave him a 9 on posing. I thought his posing was damn near perfect. So I gave him a 9 on posing. I gave him a 9 on effects. I mean, all of this looks really good. He used the effect that comes with Gal there, but he's got cutouts there to add to his effects, and the effect of them actually being up in the air is really well done. You could see it, how he has them up there, right there a little bit from Gal, but no big deal. Still really well done. I gave him a 9 on props and backdrop, I guess that is, yeah, because I think that this was very well contained and good. A couple of little shadows and little different things here, so I didn't give him a perfect score, but I thought it was really well done. I believe I gave him a 10 on creativity and originality. Let me see. Yep, and then I gave him an 8 on his cutouts, because I thought that the cutouts against the wall and down here at the base on the floor, they were not really flush with the display. Like, it looks like you can see little breaks in the cutout there. It's not as flat or as flush as it should be, so I didn't score him too high on that. But overall, it's still a really nice set. It's original, creative, contained. It was a real nice piece. Good job. All right, looking at one more here. This is the last one I'm gonna do. This is Configure's entry, who did an amazing job. He is excellent with the cutouts and with creating the illusion and his effects. He's probably one of the best people working with cutouts in the game, in my opinion. I thought his display was good. I thought it wasn't the best that he could possibly do. Like, I know him, but I still thought it was excellent, and he still scored really high. I gave him a 9 on posing. I'm gonna speed it up here a little bit. There's a lot going on before you actually get to the display, but I thought it was well shot. I thought it was a nice production. He's got Batman and Robin on a building that's exploding, and they bringing up Two-Face here. So everything that he has here looks pretty damn good. The posing, I gave him a 9 on. He's got Batman holding Two-Face here with the Batarang, and he's going up. Or he's holding him with some rope and using the Batarang to pull him up. I'm gonna speed it up a little bit more here. And he's got the glass coming on to Robin here. A few little minor, see, that's the thing about using a lot of cutouts, is that, you know, you leave a lot of room for error. But if you're confident and you're good at what you do, then you could do it. But it's a few little wrinkles and creases and just light shining on a couple of his cutouts here. And I don't think I gave him a perfect score on the cutouts, but I gave him a 9 on posing. I gave him a 9 on props and backdrop. This was really well contained. It's, you know, in the areas that's dark, it's supposed to be dark. It looks like the top of a building. He didn't actually need to use a huge scale building to really pull this off, and he was able to do it. And then I gave him a 10 on props and backdrop. I'm sorry, I gave him a 9 on effects and a 10 on props and backdrop. And hold on, yeah, I gave him a 10 on props and backdrop and a 10 on creativity and originality. And then I gave him a 9 on the cutouts because, like I said, he left a little room for error, but he scored really, really high. And his entry was late, so in the end-all be-all, when his scores get added, when my scores get added with all the other judges' scores, he's actually going to lose some points. I'm pretty sure that I'm going to be showing the actual results from this round at the end of this video too, but I just want to give a quick do this real quick because, like I said, I haven't done it for any of the rounds so far. We moving into the final round now. So the IG contest finished up the other day. On the entries was due by the 14th, and then we were supposed to have the results out by the 16th. So I'm gonna talk about that real quick. Actually, hold up. Before we get into that, I'm gonna save that for dessert. Actually, just know that the prizes for the contests are all out except for 2. One I'm waiting for on a pre-order, and the other one I should get out this week. Everybody else stuff is on the way, or it should be probably even arriving today. And overall, like I said, the contest was a success. So what we're gonna actually do is get into the results from the 3rd round of the ACBA World Championship Tournament for 2012-2013. I'm glad that I'm getting to squeeze this into this episode. I know a lot of people is waiting, patiently waiting, eagerly anticipating. So here we go. With no further ado, let's get into the names of those moving on to the final round of the competition for this year. And we'll pick up where this left off in the dessert video in a couple of days. All right, y'all.